in the last two classes we discussed about the salient features of crystal field theory and the d orbital splitting in octahedral complex and tetrahedral complex. Now consider the d orbital splitting in square planar complex. Just recollect the crystal field theory 10th point. This theory explains why certain metal ions adopts a particular geometry in presence of a specific ligands. So here this is an example to explain that particular point. Here this theory never consider a square planar complex is a new geometry. It consider the complex is an unsuccessful attempt of octahedral complex. Actually, the metal ion wants to form an octahedral complex, but unfortunately, the complex is not unsuccessful, so it leads to the new geometry that is a square planar complex. Why this happens, we'll discuss in a couple of minutes. Here, consider the square planar complexes are formed by d8 metal ions. Here, the 5 d orbitals. That is dxy, dxz, dyz, dz square, dx square minus y square. The students may have doubt why sir is writing dz square is first, then dx square, y square. The practice is that first we write dx square minus y square and dz square. So all orbitals are same energy, we can write anything, but here compared to remaining orbitals, dz square orbital may contain slightly less energy. These 4 are atomic orbital, but dz square is the orbital is the linear combination of dz square minus x square, dz square minus y square. Combination of these two, it forms dz square orbital. So slightly less energy. So 8 electrons are present. In presence of strong field ligands, the 8 electrons are paired in first 4 orbitals. So there is no electron in the dx square minus y square orbital. See, the complex wants to form an octahedral complex. So here, this is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Metal ion is present at the center of the octahedron. So here the ligands approaches the central metal ion along the axis. So the 6 donor atoms are present along the 3 coordinate axis. At this, the metal ion attracts the ligand donor atom by its positive charge, because ligand contains negative charge, metal ion contains positive charge. And this positive charge distributed along the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis equally, because it is a nucleus, a globe shape. X-axis same charge, y-axis same charge, z-axis same charge. But along x and y axis there is no electron emitted, means the positive charge is more. But along the z axis 2 electrons are present. So due to these 2 electrons, they decreases the positive charge. X, y axis no electron. Z axis 2 electrons are present. These 2 electrons decreases the effective nuclear charge. And these, there is no electron, more effective nuclear charge is present. So due to this, the metal ion attracts these 4 ligands strongly and these 2 ligands not weakly. So just imagine if 6 balls are present, if all the 6 balls are come together in the axis, they come at one place and stop at that place. Now just imagine pull only 4 balls into the center. So the 4 balls come together at the same time, the remaining 2 balls go away from the space. So same thing happens here. The 4 donor atoms are moved towards the central metal ion closely, and the remaining 2 ligands move away. So when these 4 balls are pulled together, these 2 balls are move away from the coordination sphere. Means these 2 donor atoms are unsuccessful in the bonding and these 4 donor atoms are successful in the bonding. Due to this, the 2 ligands along the z-axis are disappear from the coordination sphere. Only 4 donor atoms are present and forms the square planar complex. So in the square planar complex, 4 donor atoms are present along x and y axis, there is no donor atom along the z axis. So it is square planar geometry. It is an unsuccessful attempt of octahedral complex. Wants to form octahedral, but the Z ligands are removed from the coordination sphere due to the 4 ligands along X and Y move towards the central metal ion more closely compared to the ligands around the Z axis, along the Z axis. And these are unsuccessful, these are successful in the bonding, forms a square planar geometry. And in a free metal ion, the 5 d orbitals are same in energy. That is dxy, dxz, dyz, dz square, dx square minus y square. Ligands are present along the axis. Axial orbital energy increases more. In between the axis, dxz, dyz, their energy increases less. Energy increases more, increase energy less. Hypothetical energy state, barycenter, where all the 5 d orbitals experience same repulsions. And this is actually octahedral, but the complex is unsuccessful to form octahedral. At this stage, the ligands along the z-axis move away from the central metal ion. So this causes further splitting in Eg and T2g orbitals, such that z orbital's energy decreases, xy orbital's energy increases. In Ez, dz square, dx square minus y square. There is no ligand along the z-axis. Z orbital energy decreases. X square, y square orbital energy increases. Dz square lower energy, dx square, y square high energy. In T2g orbitals, dxy, dxz, dyz, xy orbital energy increases, dxy. Z orbital's energy decreases, dxz, dyz. And the energy difference between lower energy to higher energy is delta square planar complex. So in square planar complex, dxz orbital is equal to dyz is less than dz square is less than dxy is less than dx square minus y square. So it is the order of energy in square planar geometry, and this is the splitting. And here in square planar complex, the splitting energy is more compared to the octahedral. In tetrahedral, splitting energy is less, but in square planar, splitting energy is more compared to the octahedral complex. Why? Because in square planar, the donor atoms are move towards the central metal ion more closely compared to the donor atoms in the octahedral complex, and these are along the axis. So direct interaction, they are move more towards the complex metal ion, so repulsions increases high, so splitting energy increases more. So delta square planar is 1.3 rads compared to the octahedral splitting energy. Why? Because the square planar complex donor atoms are moved towards the central metal ion more closely compared to the octahedral. So more closely, more repulsions, more energy changes, more energy increases. And this is about d orbital splitting in a square planar complex. See, in this complex, the ligands are present along x and y axis, no ligand along the z axis. Due to this particular arrangement, the further splitting is occurring T2GEG such that z orbital's energy decreases, xy orbital energy increases, and it is the order of d orbitals in square planar geometry. And this is about square planar complex. Remember, square planar complex splitting energy is more compared to the octahedral complex splitting energy, that is 1.3 rads more compared to the octahedral splitting energy. Now consider the d orbital splitting in square pyramidal complex. Square pyramidal, square planar, the square pyramidal difference is one donor atom is extra, that is coordination number 5. So here in square pyramidal, the 4 ligands are present along XY axis and 1 ligand is present along the Z axis, and this is square pyramidal. This is pyramidal type. If there is no ligand, there is a planar. So one more ligand is present along the Z axis, it is a square pyramidal in geometry. So this square pyramidal geometry and ligands are present along X and Y axis, almost similar to the square planar. Means along X and Y axis 2 donor atoms are present, along the Z axis only 1 donor atom is present. Means XY contains more ligand field, Z contains less ligand field. So this is also causes further d orbital, further splitting in EG and T2G, such that Z orbitals are less, so Z orbital energy decreases, XY orbital energy increases. The difference in square planar and square pyramidal is that Z orbital energy decreases and XY orbital energy increases. Only this much. In square planar, this goes to lower and this goes to higher, because there is no ligand along the Z axis. One ligand comes, that's why Z square energy increases and XY energy decreases less in square pyramidal geometry. So the energy difference between lower energy to higher energy is square pyramidal. Crystal field splitting in square pyramidal geometry. Here the order is changed. The dxz yz is same, dxy and dz square minus y square orbital. So this is d orbital in square pyramidal energy. So simple thing, dxy, dxz, dyz, this splitting is occur due to the donor atoms are present along the axis. But along the Z axis, less ligand field is there. So Z orbital energy decreases and XY orbital energy increases. And this is the order of d orbitals in square pyramidal geometry. So here, up to here we consider the coordination number 6, octahedral, coordination number 4, square planar and square pyramidal, square planar, tetrahedral. For 5 it is a square pyramidal. So in coordination number 5, one more is there, that is trigonal bipyramidal geometry. If we consider this trigonal bipyramidal geometry, the d orbital splitting is almost completed, the first part of our chapter. Now consider d orbital splitting in trigonal bipyramidal. Up to this complex, if we observe, the donor atoms are present either along the axis or in between the axis. In octahedral, along the axis. In tetrahedral, in between the axis. Square planar, square pyramidal, also along the axis. But in trigonal bipyramidal, observe the metal ion is present at the center of the coordinating axis. So this is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So 2 donor atoms are present along the z-axis. Remaining 3 donor atoms are present in between x and y axis. In between x and y axis. So this indicates the donor atoms are present between the axis and along the axis. So both are present in trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Just observe, here these are in between the axis, these are along the axis. The orbital which is present along the z-axis have got highest repulsion, means that orbital energy increases more, dz square goes to highest energy. There is orbitals are present in between x and y axis. So the next experience more repulsions is by dxy orbital and dx square minus y square orbital. There is no ligand field between yz and xz. So the least orbitals are dxz and dyz orbital. If we imagine center point, that is barycenter, where 5 d orbitals are same mean energy. So here in trigonal bipyramidal geometry, dxz is equal to dyz, dxz is equal to dyz less than dxy is equal to dx square minus y square less than dz square. It is the d orbital splitting in trigonal bipyramidal geometry, and this is the d orbitals order. Just before going to the conclusion, consider all the d orbital splitting in single diagram. We can consider in a single diagram, we can consider all the d orbital splitting energy. Just imagine this is an hypothetical energy state, means all are in same energy. In octahedral, Eg orbitals are higher in energy, T2g orbitals are lower in energy. This is coordination number 6, octahedral geometry. Then, so here at this juncture, if you consider coordination number 5, square pyramidal, means one ligand is removed along the z-axis. Here dz square decreases, dx square minus y square increases. Here dxy and dxz, dyz. This is coordination number 5. And another donor atom is removed from the z-axis, means z orbital energy decreases more. So this is dz square, and this is increases dxy. It increases more, dx square minus y square. These two are decreases more, dxz, dyz. This is coordination number 4, square planar, and this is barycenter. One more thing is there, that in tetrahedral the ligands are present in between the axes. This is T2g and these are Eg. So this is coordination number 4, tetrahedral. And one more thing is there, that is trigonal bipyramidal. This is the center point where 5 d orbitals are same energy. So dz square is highest, then dx square minus y square and dxy, and the least is dxz and dyz. This is coordination number 5, trigonal bipyramidal. This single diagram explains all the d orbital splitting in coordination number 4, 5 and 6. With this, the d orbital splitting is completed. Thank you.